Hi, today I want to take a few moments to show you how to convert the test and quiz feature from Schoology, which is kind of an older version, into the new assessment feature. You may be asking yourself, why would I need to do this? And you don't need to, but it's something I think a lot of people may want to do. So if you already have a lot of tests and quizzes built into your Schoology courses right now, you may want to consider doing this conversion. So first, I'm just going to really quickly show you sort of what the new assessment looks like. And I have done a video on this before, so if you've seen it, feel free to fast forward past this. So I'm going to show you a preview. I made a Beatlemania assessment to just kind of play with some of the question types. There are a lot of question types, and this is just a few of them. So I'm doing this drag and drop alphabetized question. I have a way that I can label by just dragging. So if you find like a decent diagram of something, you can do this drag and drop piece. You can definitely do a timeline if you wanted to. So there's a lot of ways here to assess your students and different kinds of question types. You can even link to an article like I'm doing here. I found a Billboard article about Beatles songs, and I'm not going to wait for it to load here. It's there, but I can also then just kind of have that external link and then answer questions. We also have the standard multiple choice. We can go on and on and on with fill in the blank, and there's just, again, ton of question options. And then it has this great review feature, which shows students based on the black line or dark gray line here that they've done the question, and then the blue line kind of where they left off. Students can flag questions as unanswered or things they want to go back to. So there's a lot of features. And that's only a few of the kinds of questions there are. That's a whole long list of the questions, which I didn't show you an example of each. But as you can see, there are a lot of options for new question types. So you may be saying to yourself, well, I'd love to add some of these new question types to one of my existing test quizzes. So that's where the conversion comes into play. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually, instead of clicking on it as an assignment here, I'm going to, I can use this to filter. So I'm going to filter out. So I'm looking at just the test and quizzes. And then I'm going to use this little cogwheel here. And what I have to do, this is step one, I need to save it to my resources. So I'm actually not going to use a folder. It'll be easier for me to find it that way. I have a lot of folders in my resources. So I'm going to just save it, not in a folder. It's just going to be in my resources. Not these resources, but these resources up here that are associated with my account in Schoology, not associated with one particular course or group. So clicking on resources, I'm in here. You could see lots of resources, but there it is, an old test or quiz. So here I'm going to click, and I've got the option to convert to assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Again, I'm just going to have it drop into just this stream, but you could have folders where you do this. And I'm going to click convert. It does take a few moments, so I'm actually going to pause my video and come back when it's converted so I can show you how to pull it back into the course from your resources. So, and we're back. So now it's been converted into this, and it's going to just have the same original questions. And so in order to get my old test and quiz back into my course, I'm simply going to click on the cogwheel. Again, I'm in my resources now, right? I'm not in a course, and I'm going to add it to a course. So I'm going to put it right back into my Mrs. Metzger's Amazing Test course, section 2 that I was working in before. I can even go ahead and give it a due date, and I can do all the things as if I were ready to assign it today. So just so that you know, the pause in between, it took about a minute and a half for that conversion to take place. Some that have more questions, they may take longer, but it's a pretty quick turnaround. So I'm adding it, and I will see it back in my course when I go back. When I go back into my courses here from the dashboard, and there it is. I could have taken more time to get it right into the folder, but there is my old test and quiz. So If you've got everything you need, you can stop watching, but I am going to take a moment to show you what they look like in both forms. Just real quick review of the process. So you take the old test quiz that you have in your current class, you export it to resources. From resources, you click on the cogwheel and choose the option to convert to new assessment. And once the conversion is done, you take it from your resources and you assign it back into one of your courses or all of your courses, depending. All right, so my old test quiz looked like it just had these simple questions. I made it about Harry Potter. So I have 4 questions about Harry Potter there. They look like this. I made them pretty simple. I did true, false, multiple choice, matching, and a short answer. And my new one, let's get back in here. If I look at the questions, it's got them right there. True, false, multiple choice, matching, short answer. So the conversion is pretty spot on, but now I can add in some more questions for fun if I want to. All right, so I hope this was helpful. As always, feel free to ask any questions. Have a great week, everyone.